Why are there not more people talking about Nigeria's aquaculture goldmine? I'm Lillian O. Elikwachi, your guide today, a passionate advocate for Nigeria's blue economy and the untapped riches beneath our waters. Let's dive deep into the numbers, the stories, and the real challenges shaping this industry. Picture this: Nigeria, blessed with over 12 million hectares of inland water, 853 kilometers of coastline, and a population that consumes more than 3.2 million tons of fish every year. Yet our markets overflow with imported mackerel and sardines, while local fish stalls sometimes stand empty. Despite these natural gifts, we import over 2 million tons of fish annually just to meet demand. How is it possible that a country so rich in water is still, well, fishing for answers? Meet Aisha, a fish farmer in Ogun State who started with just 2 ponds and a dream. Today, she struggles to expand because of skyrocketing feed prices and unreliable electricity. The truth is, Nigeria actually leads sub-Saharan Africa in aquaculture production, contributing about 52% of the region's farmed fish. Sounds impressive, right? But the reality on the ground tells a different story. Even with all our ponds and lakes, we're not producing nearly enough. In 1999, we produced just 22,000 tons of farmed fish. By 2015, that number soared to over 300,000 tons, a more than tenfold increase. But with a population of over 200 million, it's still a drop in the ocean. Many fish farmers like Chinedu and Delta State face daily setbacks: idle equipment due to lack of spare parts, closed processing facilities, and fish dying from poor water quality. The gap between potential and reality is wide. So, what's really stopping us from becoming Africa's fish powerhouse? Let me break it down with some hard facts and real stories. Nigeria's got over 850 kilometers of coastline, millions of hectares of water, and yet this huge potential is going untapped. In the Niger Delta, pollution from oil spills has wiped out entire fish populations, leaving communities like Otuabagi struggling to survive, especially in the Niger Delta, where pollution, mismanagement, and oil spills are poisoning what could be our aquaculture paradise. According to the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography, over 60% of fish farmers in the region have reported losses due to environmental hazards. The biggest snag? Governance. Policies like the National Policy on the Environment and the Aquaculture and Inland Fisheries Policy exist, but implementation is slow and often disconnected from the realities farmers face. It's like trying to build a house with no blueprint and hoping it stands. Many projects are abandoned halfway, and support rarely reaches the grassroots. Farmers like Musa in Kano State often rely on outdated equipment and imported feed, which can account for up to 70% of production costs. Without affordable, locally produced feed, profit margins shrink and farms close. The result? Farmers stuck with rising costs, outdated techniques, and dying fish. Meanwhile, countries like China have transformed their aquaculture industries with government-backed research, subsidies, and technology. Now, look at China. Their government stepped up with smart policies, tech investments, and clear support, and boom, their aquaculture industry exploded. China now produces over 60 million tons of farmed fish annually, feeding its people and exporting worldwide. Nigeria could do this too, but we need a government that listens, learns, and leads. Imagine if our youth, like Blessing in Lagos, who uses mobile apps to monitor water quality, had access to grants and training. I've met young Nigerian farmers hustling with new tech, big dreams, and a love for the land, but they're swimming upstream. With better access to credit, modern hatcheries, and extension services, their productivity could double or even triple. Imagine what they could do with real support: smarter policies, better funding, and teamwork across the board. In Anambra, a cooperative of 50 farmers recently pooled resources to build a shared cold storage facility, cutting post-harvest losses by 40%. Nigeria can reel in the fish revolution. By investing in research, enforcing environmental laws, and supporting local innovation, we can feed our nation and create millions of jobs. We just need leadership, vision, and a commitment to making aquaculture sustainable for everyone. The global aquaculture industry is worth over $250 billion, and Nigeria can claim a bigger share. The fish are waiting. So are we. Subscribe for more stories that matter, and let's make a splash together. With the right moves, Nigeria's aquaculture goldmine can truly shine.